Good morning, dear cadets. So, yesterday we have discussed so many things about the clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer, and maximum minimum thermometer. Okay. So, in all the three types of thermometer, basically what is used? Mercury is used, and their level increase or decrease will decide the object's temperature or human body temperature. Okay, that was the specialty of those three types of thermometer. Nowadays there is a one more types of thermometer is there, and that is gaining momentum because of its easy operation and because of not use of mercury. Do you know that mercury is a very toxic metal? Okay, if by mistake thermometer falls and gets broken, so the mercury disposal is a great threat for the humankind because it is a toxic substance. It cannot be disintegrated. It will be remain in the environment and it will pollute the environment. Okay, that is why nowadays what is there, instead of use of mercury, digital thermometer is gaining momentum. Means use of digital thermometer is gaining momentum. Thermometer in which mercury is not used and digitally it conveys the body temperature, and here write digitally it conveys the body temperature. Okay, so what is the digital thermometer? Thermometer in which mercury is not used and digitally it conveys the body temperature. Okay, so basically how many types of thermometer is there? 4 types of thermometer: clinical, laboratory, maximum minimum, and digital thermometer. So all the 4 types of thermometer we have discussed, not only their construction, their operation, precautions to use, so many things we have discussed, range of temperature. Okay, all the things we have discussed in detail. So in this way this portion of this particular chapter is completed. Let us move to the another topic of this chapter that is very interesting, that is known as transfer of heat. What is that one? Transfer of heat. Okay, you might have heard about transfer of heat. Just try to understand. Pressure cooker, have you seen or not? Just see, the handle of pressure cooker is made up of one plastic that is called Teflon. It is black color. Okay, but rest body parts of cooker, it is not made up of plastic. Why? Just try to understand. Cooker bottom is kept on flame. Okay, so it become hot and it transfer heat to the handle. If plastic coating is not there, then it would be very difficult to hold it. Okay, your hand may be burned. That is why it is made of, means handle of the pressure cooker is made of non-conducting material, that is Teflon, one type of plastic. Okay, means what is there? Handle is not kept on the flame. Nevertheless, over the period of time it is becoming hot. So why it is becoming hot? Because heat is transferring from bottom of the pressure cooker to the handle of the cooker. Okay, so transfer of heat is there or not? So just try to understand what is the meaning of transfer of heat. Means flow of heat. Heat always transfer from hotter end to colder end. And here you just write this one: flow of heat always take place. Here in place of transfer you just write take place from hotter end to colder end. Okay, transfer of heat, flow of heat always takes place from hotter end to colder end. Okay, let it be anything, heat will always flow from hotter end to colder end. Okay, now try to understand. In our surrounding there are different kinds of material, different kinds of object. Okay, like some objects are very hot, some objects are very cold. Okay, am I correct or not? So just try to understand. There are some objects which are very hot, means as compared to atmospheric temperature, their temperature is very high. So if object is hotter than atmosphere, it will transfer heat from object to surrounding, and over the period of time that object will become cool. Okay, just try to understand. Food, hot food we are taking, and we are taking in the plate or some other saucer, wherever we are taking it. Over the period of time it is becoming cool or not, because the hot object heat is transferred to surrounding. Okay, am I correct or not? So always remember, if object is hotter than surrounding or atmosphere, heat will transfer from object to surrounding, and over the period of time that object will become cool. Okay, so if object is hotter than atmosphere, then heat transfer from objects to surroundings, and after some time it becomes cool. Okay, and now second thing, there are some objects which are very very cool, like ice cream. Okay, ice cream. So if object is cooler than atmosphere, then heat will transfer from surrounding to object, and over the period of time it will become hot. Just see, you keep the ice cream here, ice cream or ice you keep on the table. So over the period of time they will melt, because they are absorbing heat from the surrounding and getting hot, and they are melting. Okay, so remember here, if object is colder than atmosphere, then heat transfer from surrounding to object, and after some time it becomes hot. Okay, so just see, so these two are the modes of, means these are the methods by which heat is transferring. Am I correct or not? So always remember, heat always transfer from hotter end to colder end. Okay, now see, very important thing, modes of transfer of heat. Okay, there are different modes of transfer of heat. Now in our surrounding, three different kinds of substances are there. Some substances are solid, some substances are liquid, some substances are found in the gaseous form, like air is in the gaseous form, water that is in liquid form. And now there are so many objects, chalk, duster, table, isn't it, book, isn't it, now key, so many things are there, and those things are found basically in three types, three physical state, means solid, liquid or gas. So do you think that in all the three forms of the substance, the mode of transfer of heat is same? No, means mode of transfer of heat is different in solid, mode of transfer of heat is different in liquid, mode of transfer of heat different in gaseous substance. Okay, so one by one we will discuss. There are three modes of transfer of heat. One mode is conduction, other mode is convection, and third mode is radiation. Okay, so all three are the methods of transfer of heat only, there is no doubt about it. But these modes of transfer of heat is varies according to the physical state of the substance. If it is in solid form, then mode of transfer of heat will be called conduction. If it is liquid substance, then mode of transfer of heat will be called as convection. If gaseous substance is there, then mode of transfer of heat is called radiation. All three are same only, always heat will transfer from hotter end to colder end, but their name, mode of transfer of heat will be called different in different states of matter. If it is taking place in solid, it is called conduction. If it is taking place in liquid, it is called convection. If it is taking place in gaseous medium, then it is called radiation. Okay, so one by one will teach you. Okay, so now first mode of transfer of heat. The first mode of transfer of heat is called conduction. Okay. So what is the conduction? As usual, transfer of heat takes place from hotter end to colder end. So it is the process of transfer of heat from hotter end to colder end in solid substance. So just try to understand. Definition will be same only solid word you have to add here. So it is the process of transfer of heat from hotter end to colder and in solid substance, that is called conduction. What is that one? Conduction. We can do one activity also. Just take one flat strip of metal. Metal may be iron, aluminium or copper. Okay. And that flat is, it is like that. Suppose, see this and now yes, these are the two bricks. What is this one? Bricks. Okay. Now in between two bricks you put that metal strip. Okay. Metal strip. And now at the bottom of the metal strip just put here wax. Okay. Everywhere. Okay. Now here you put one candle. What you should put? Candle. Burning candle. Okay. Now just see. Try to understand. You are heating here with the burning candle. And after some time what you will see? One by one these drops of wax getting melted and falling down. Means heat has transferred from here to here. Okay, one by one all drops of wax will fall down. So now this strip of metal, that was solid or not, and heat is transferring from this end to this end. It means what is this one? This process is called conduction. What is this one? This process is known as conduction. So what is the conduction? It is the process of transfer of heat from hotter end to colder end in solid substance. Okay. So now drop by drop they will melt and it proves that heat transfer from hotter end to colder end. Okay. Now on the basis of conduction, of heat in the solid, materials are two types. So classification of materials on the basis of conduction of heat. Okay. So just see, there are two types of material. Number one, materials are called conductor. Second material is called insulator. Okay. So what are conductor? What are insulator? So conductors are those materials which allow the heat to pass through them. Material which allow the heat to pass through them easily, they are called conductor. Material which allow the heat to pass through them easily are called conductor. Example, aluminium, iron and copper. Okay. Aluminium, iron and copper. What are the insulator? Material which do not allow the heat to pass through them easily are called insulator. Example, plastics, wood, rubber, water, air. Okay. So now just see. Conductors, just see, if their one end is heated, now heat will be transferred from hotter end to colder end. Let it take any example. Aluminium strip, you heat one end, slowly and slowly its another end will also become hot. Same is the case with the iron strip, same is the case with the copper. Okay. So those materials which allow the passage of heat through themselves easily, they are called conductor. And what are the insulator? Just see, rubber, one end you keep heating, other end you keep holding, heat will not transfer. Same is the case with the water, same is the case with air. They are the, actually water and air, they should not be classified as the insulator. Actually they are poor conductor. What are they? Poor conductor. They conduct. So these examples should not be written. Plastics, wood and rubber should be written. Just try to understand. One end of wood you take and keep burning, and another end will not become hot, okay, because heat will not be transferred from hotter end to colder end. So they are called insulator, okay. So on the basis of conduction of heat, materials are two types. They are called conductors and insulator, and with examples I have told it, okay, no problem at all. There are so many materials and you can classify them into two categories, that is called conductors and insulators, okay. So in this way your this particular portion is also completed, okay. Now means as far as the conduction is concerned, everything is completed, okay. Next one is the convection, and convection will teach you tomorrow. Today whatever portion I have completed, their related question with what to say revision will tell you today only. Okay, so just see, these are the 5 questions, and I have completed related things in today's video. First one is digital thermometer. So already I told you what is the digital thermometer. This is one type of thermometer where mercury is not used. Digitally it tells or conveys the temperature of the human body, okay. And best thing is mercury is not used, and mercury is a very toxic materials, okay. Next one is, what do you mean by transfer of heat? Already I explained you. Transfer of heat means flow of heat from hotter end to colder end. That is called transfer of heat. What are the different modes of transfer of heat? Different modes of transfer of heat is conduction, convection, radiation, okay. And now one by one I have promised you that will explain. So today I have explained you conduction, okay. So next question is, what is the conduction? Conduction is the process of transfer of heat from hotter end to colder end, from hotter end to colder end in solid material, in solid, okay. And I have explained this one with the help of one activity. One flat strip of metal you should take, you should keep that one in between two bricks, and now bottom of that flat strip you just put some drops of wax, okay, and one end you should heat with the burning candle, and what you will see, after some time all the wax get melted and drop down, okay. So that proves that heat is transferred from hotter end to colder end. Now define following terms with examples. Conductor and insulator. Conductors are those materials which allow the passage of heat through themselves. They are called conductor. Example, aluminium, copper, iron, okay. There are so many materials. Insulator, just opposite of that one. Insulators are those materials which does not allow heat to pass through themselves, okay. They are called insulator. They are called insulator, okay. And now what are the example? Rubber, plastic and wood. There are some materials which are in between conductor and insulator. Like conductor, they will allow. Insulator, they will not allow. In between them, what are they? They allow but very poorly, okay. Like air, water, they allow the passage of heat but very poorly. That is why they should be kept in between, okay, conductor and insulator. But remember, air and water cannot be called conductor, cannot be called insulator, okay. They will have the different mode of transfer of heat, which I will teach you subsequently, means in upcoming days, okay. So with this hope and belief that whatever today I have taught, you have completely understood, you will completely write it, you will completely revise it, and you will completely submit to me for the checking. Only 1-2 cadets are submitting their homework for checking. Rest what they are doing, even I don't know. Please watch the videos regularly and complete the things. Otherwise, ultimately you will be the sufferer. if so many things are pending at the end. Thank you.